BJP state spokesperson M.H. Kharkrang said influx remains a major concern in Meghalaya. He stated the central government is taking the issue seriously. Kharkrang welcomed the Special Intensive Revision or the SIR of the electoral rolls. He said the SIR will help identify voters who are not eligible to vote in the state. He suggested the process be completed before the council polls in Garo Hills. He added that SIR is a key mechanism to detect illegal immigrants. Kharkrang also expressed confidence in BJP's prospects in Assam and the 2028 Meghalaya elections.
See, influx has been there, and it is only now that we see the central government, taking a very serious stand about it. Subsequent governments in the past have not taken any action. It is only after the BJP came to power that they took this illegal influx as a very serious issue that has to be attended to without any delay. And the SIR is one of the ways and means how to, how to identify these illegal immigrants who have come over to our country and to our state in particular. So, now the government is all out to ensure that, this has to come to a stop at one point or the other.
Negrims has launched a major awareness initiative on organ donation across Meghalaya. Director Nalin Mehta said one donor can save or improve up to 50 lives. The campaign will target schools, colleges and the wider community. He noted the state's progressive outlook despite cultural hesitations around donation. The State Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization has set up a nodal center at Negrims. And while Meghalaya currently lacks transplant facilities, forcing patients to seek treatment outside. Negrims also plans a free artificial limb center pending approvals.
So we conducted an awareness program yesterday where even the officials from the state were here, and 400 odd people participated in this program where we extolled upon the importance of organ donation and how organs donated by a deceased person could benefit multiple people. For example, kidney, cornea, sight, heart, lungs, and there are multiple tissues that can also be transplanted. So they can give life to multiple people. A state-of-the-art artificial limb center will come up, which will provide absolutely free of cost prosthesis and artificial limbs to the people of Meghalaya and the entire northeast region.
Burnihut Police Outpost has been upgraded to a full-fledged police station. The inauguration was held at IB Burnihut and opened by MLA Sotstein Soktun. Senior officials including DIG V.S. Rathore and SP Giri Prasad attended the event. The upgrade aims to strengthen policing infrastructure and law enforcement. Officials said the station will handle more legal and administrative matters locally. Earlier, cases had to be referred elsewhere, causing inconvenience to residents. The move is expected to improve response time and enhance public safety in the area. The Khasi Authors Society Jawai unit held a public meeting at Yaumusyang. The gathering called for recognition of Khasi as Meghalaya's official language. KAS President Dr. D.R.L. Nonglait urged a special assembly session by June 2026. He also called for notifying the centre to include Khasi under Article 5 of the Constitution. Speakers stressed unity among public, political matters and MLAs to achieve the goal. The awareness campaign has already covered Nongstein and Jawai. It will next reach Kleriat, Mairang, Maukarwat, Nongpo, Soara and other areas.
Kan long ka industri ka bahetam hakajala kidukan hakiyo kinbun kidukan kot Khasi komba kalang menta kidukan kot kidai tang kidukan badi ki kot parang ki kot English handiat hakendang labu ye ki kot Khasi namar puli Khasi habaro ki subject tang hadu trust 5 ngamong bangim don kam ni ka wei pat ka jekstien la ne ktin nong wei ka english ka lang ka don kam ngim dei banong ban lendet ban klet ban nang english hanrei ka ktin khasi ka dei ka ban kong hinang khambon ki ktin ka ta nang ba hanrei ka ban kong e dei ka ktin la jong ka ktin imei ka ktin ipa.
A road accident involving a Celerio car and a bus occurred near Sado village. The Celerio, bearing registration number ML05AB4246, was travelling from Mauplang. The bus with registration number ML05K3228 was en route from Shillong to Maukarwat. The collision happened at around 4:15 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Reports say the car hit the bus while attempting to overtake another vehicle. The impact caused the vehicle to veer off the road. One woman sustained serious injuries and was taken to Mauplang CHC. Police are investigating. An exposure visit on waste management was organized under the Clean Amlarem campaign. The program marked the Golden Jubilee of Amlarem subdivision's 50 years. Participants visited the Marten waste processing and disposal site. Officials showcased Shillong's system handling nearly 200 tons of waste daily. Over 150 tons are processed into compost, recyclables and reusable materials. Minister Lakman Rimboe stressed waste management as both environmental and economic priority. The visit aimed to help adopt sustainable waste systems in Amlarem and nearby areas.
Nangi hani ya taman sen bangin dei ban pret pathari kinya ba kinyut kinya kinde kinyut idehi ki banong spa na kamanta jongi ka amlam kala khoi ma mangaski ki khoi mende la ben step tamba ni dam kam ya kata kata kaban bread ban recycle ban le ban pendi ini tak ada kejingwan jongki sene kalau bagi datang ban le dari dalam ini kam long complicated kumbat yo I handai sedang na ibarat.
Shad Sukkara 2026 was celebrated in Mutong village, East Jainti Hills. The event was organized by Senrai Chnong Mutong under a cultural theme. MLA Kermanchila attended as chief guest with Deputy CEM Laski Rambai as the guest of honor. Traditional dances in indigenous attire were performed by various groups and children. Speakers highlighted the festival's link to farming, gratitude to nature, and cultural preservation. Leaders noted the importance of unity, mutual help, and passing traditions to the youth. The chief guest also urged environmental care, including tree planting and community harmony.
Dah kecil start yang kibasian. Aku butuh tip yang kita content yang world environment. Ia jumut kita world environment di. Tamu kibasian. Dah kita mayan yang depan cenagi, depan mangi, lambai yang kita cakra. Aku yang kecil kublai gua kerpang yang memang yang Maksudnya sorong ilau. Dah kecil start yang kibasian. Depan ni tok langi yang kita cakra cirup bukan yang kerukong yang Aku pernah persa ya kan. Yo lese boleh diorang ke cakra do burom ik memoriang boyo lese kat tu kan nim em burom ika ande sa komeni ong lagi jistat ke he kesian da bogi bad da chnagi ka ha kete gedur wo tip I uperlai lang ika cirup wa kan niam kurukom kyong
Let's now look at news from across the region. Protests were held in Uripok and Ukrul over separate issues. In Uripok, a massive rally demanded justice over the Trong Lao Bi incident. Protesters marched from Lamboy Khong ground to the overbridge and back. They called for a judicial inquiry and action against those responsible. Meanwhile, in Ukhrul, a protest was staged over the arrest of a local leader. Demonstrators also raised concerns over narco-terrorism in the region. Authorities are monitoring both situations as demands for action continue.
मैं उरीबा ओपन ब्लॉक का जनरल सेक्रेटरी हूँ। मेरा नाम है सोमम ध्रुव सिंह।
आपका डिमांड क्या है और ये रैली कहाँ से शुरू किया और
हम लंबोई खोंगनांगोंग का ग्राउंड से शुरू हुआ है। हम लोग ओवर ब्रिज तक जाके हम लोग को वापस जाके हम लोग फिर लंबोई खोंगांग तक पहुँचना है और हम लोग का डिमांड है क्योंकि जो कुकी टेररिस्ट लोग जो हम लोग का बच्चा लोग को बम से उड़ा के उसको मरवा दिया, इसलिए उन लोग का ऊपर में गवर्नमेंट की साइड से और उन लोग का जो जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी वगैरह वो लोग करने के लिए हम लोग ईमान कर रहे हैं।
EJP candidate Kunki Chowdhury has appeared at Pan Bazar police station. The appearance was in connection with a case linked to the 2026 elections. Police had issued a notice over an alleged model code of conduct violation. Chowdhury is contesting from the Guwahati Central Assembly constituency. Officials said the notice was part of an ongoing inquiry. The candidate responded to the summons and cooperated with authorities. Further investigation is underway into the alleged violation.
एक एफआईआर लॉन्च हुआ था मेरे अगेंस्ट कुछ फॉल्स एलिगेशंस लगा के, तो मैं यहाँ पे स्टेटमेंट देने आई। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया और मैंने यहाँ पे अपना पक्ष रखा और अपना स्टेटमेंट दिया और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है सिस्टम पे, वो इन्वेस्टिगेट करेंगी और अच्छे से करेगी। वही इतना ही बोलना चाहती हूँ मैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Here's the national news. Legendary playback singer Asha Bhosle has passed away at the age of 92. She died at Breach Candy Hospital on Sunday. The singer was admitted on April 11th due to exhaustion and a chest infection. Hospital officials said she suffered a cardiac arrest. The cause of death was reported as multi-organ failure. Asha Bhosle was one of India's most iconic voices in playback singing. Her demise marks the end of an era in Indian music. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other leaders have condoled her demise. Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis has also expressed his condolences.
पूरे भारत के लिए और विश्व के संगीत प्रेमियों के लिए बहुत ही दुख की बेला है। सबसे वर्सेटाइल आर्टिस्ट के रूप में जिनको जाना गया, ऐसी आशा ताई भोसले, इनका दुखद निधन हुआ है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed an election rally in Siliguri on Sunday. He said the centre is working to develop the Siliguri corridor on a large scale. The corridor serves as a key gateway to the northeast region. Modi urged voters to support a double-engine government for faster development, adding West Bengal would see development at double the speed. Meanwhile, over 3.6 crore voters will vote in Phase 1 of the Bengal polls on April 23rd.
साथियों, आपका ये स्नेह, ये आशीर्वाद, यही मेरी सबसे बड़ी ऊर्जा है, यही मेरी सबसे बड़ी प्रेरणा है। जब 140 करोड़ देशवासी, जब बंगाल का हर एक नागरिक मुझे इतना प्यार दे रहा है, इतना आशीर्वाद दे रहा है, तो मैं भी आपको वादा करता हूं, मैं आपके लिए अपने आप को हर पल खपा दूंगा, जीऊंगा तो आपके लिए जीऊंगा, जूझता रहूंगा तो आपके लिए जूझता रहूंगा।
Founder of Project Empathy, Vibha Lakhera was felicitated by the Vice President of India. The recognition honored her impactful grassroots work over the past 6 years. The felicitation took place at Bharat Mandapam during a national conclave. The event was organized by the Department of Science and Technology with partner institutions. Project Empathy has focused on promoting empathy through awareness and community engagement. Lakhera said the honor belongs to all those who believe in empathy as a way of life. The conclave highlighted inclusive development and community empowerment initiatives. Let's cross over to international news. The United States confirmed no agreement was reached with Iran after 21 hours of talks. US Vice President J.D. Vance said discussions were substantive but inconclusive. He noted that key differences between the two sides remain unresolved. The US outlined its red lines and areas of flexibility during negotiations. However, Iran chose not to accept the proposed terms, he said. A major sticking point remains concerns over Iran's nuclear program. The failure of talks raises uncertainty over future diplomatic efforts.
We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
And now for sports news. The annual School Sports and Athletics Meet 2026, along with the Inter-School Athletics Meet, concluded at Gorkha Pathshala High Secondary School in Mauprem. Sports Minister Wailad Mikishila attended as the chief guest, encouraging students to take part in co-curricular activities for overall development. The event saw participation from multiple schools, showcasing talent, teamwork and sportsmanship while promoting fitness and student interaction.
We have come up, we have passed the policy which call Meghalaya Sports Person, Meghalaya Outstanding Sports Person, Direct Recruitment Policy, where under this policy, whoever represent the state and bring medal in national game, Asian game, South Asian game or Olympics, they don't need to wait directly, they will be given government job.
The second Eastern West Khasi Hills Inter-School Cricket Tournament 2026, organized by the Eastern West Khasi Hills District Cricket Association, began at Mairang Mission Ground on Friday. The tournament aims to promote young cricket talent, with 10 schools competing in the under-15 boys category and 6 schools in the under-14 girls category. On the opening day, Mairang Vidya Jyoti Inclusive School defeated Mairang Presbyterian Higher Secondary School in the girls match, chasing 82 with the latter falling short at 58. In the boys category, Mairang Vidya Jyoti faced St. Thomas Higher Secondary School. MDC Multipurpose Higher Secondary School emerged as the overall champions at the block level Inter-School Athletics Meet 2026 held at Mauplang Sacred Grove. Organized by the Mauplang Sports Club, the events saw participation from several schools competing in track and field events. BDO Tolino Chishi attended as the chief guest and encouraged students to take part in sports for overall development. The event concluded with prize distribution, recognizing winners across categories, including the Best March Past prize for Khasi Secondary School, Mauplang. The MRF Mogrip Supercross FMSCI National Championship was held and concluded at Madan Kurkalang. The event marked the first ever hosting of the championship in the Northeast. It was organized with support from the Meghalaya Motorsports Society. Promoter Shad Sukkara of Godspeed Racing termed the event a major success. He noted that the Northeast had long been considered for hosting the championship. The competition featured multiple categories, including junior and expert classes. Riders took part in qualifying rounds, practice sessions, and final races. Participants from different regions competed for top honours. The event drew strong local interest and enthusiastic crowds. It also highlighted the growing popularity of motorsports in Meghalaya. And now for the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature was 19 degrees Celsius with the maximum recorded at 28 degrees Celsius and relative humidity at 46%. In Shillong, the minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 21 degrees Celsius and relative humidity standing at 54%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, the minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 20 degrees Celsius with relative humidity at 61%. The forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai says partly cloudy skies with moderate rain is expected at many places. And for those just tuning in, here is a quick recap of today's headlines. Meghalaya BJP flags influx concern, backs SIR to identify illegal voters ahead of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council polls. Legendary playback singer Asha Bhosle passes away at 92 after suffering a cardiac arrest in Mumbai hospital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi promises massive development of Siliguri corridor, urges the support for double-engine government. MRF Mogrip Supercross Championship successfully held in Ribhoi, marking Northeast's debut. And that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Some love below, some love below. Isha